Imagine disappearing without warning. No stalker, no warning signs, no connection to anyone, just gone. Now imagine learning years later that the person responsible had buried murder kits across the country, years before choosing his victims. He didn't kill out of rage, he didn't kill for revenge. He killed because he believed randomness made him unstoppable. And for years, he was right. This is the story of Israel Keyes, the serial killer who turned unpredictability into his deadliest weapon. Unlike many infamous serial killers, Israel Keyes didn't crave fame. He avoided media. He avoided attention. He rarely left evidence. Born in Utah in 1978 and raised in an isolated religious household, Keyes spent much of his youth learning survival skills, hunting, and living in remote environments. As an adult, he appeared ordinary. He owned a construction business. He traveled frequently. He smiled easily. Friends described him as intelligent and dependable. But beneath that carefully built image was a man secretly planning murders years in advance. His victims shared almost nothing in common. Different ages, different occupations, different cities, different lifestyles. There was only one thing they had in common. They happened to cross paths with Israel Keyes. And that was enough. Most serial killers develop routines, preferred victims, preferred locations, repeated methods. Israel Keyes deliberately rejected all of them. Instead, he buried what investigators later called kill kits. Buckets filled with weapons, cash, zip ties, duct tape, ammunition, and tools. He hid them across multiple states, sometimes years before using them. He would fly to one city, rent a car, drive hundreds of miles, choose someone at random, commit murder, then return home as though nothing had happened. No obvious motive, no relationship, no digital trail. The randomness frustrated investigators. Traditional profiling simply didn't work. Keyes believed unpredictability made him invisible. And for years, did. Everything changed in 2012. An 18-year-old woman named Samantha Koenig disappeared after finishing work at a coffee stand in Anchorage, Alaska. Security footage captured her final moments. Investigators noticed unusual financial activity involving her debit card after her disappearance. Those transactions became the critical clue. The trail stretched across multiple states. Eventually, authorities arrested Israel Keyes in Texas. What they discovered shocked even veteran investigators. During interviews, Keyes calmly admitted responsibility for multiple murders. He described his planning with unsettling precision. He showed almost no emotion. Even experienced FBI agents struggled to understand someone who viewed murder with such calculated detachment. As investigators dug deeper, they realized they might never know the true number of victims. Perhaps the greatest mystery surrounding Israel Keyes isn't how he killed. It's how much remains unknown. He hinted at additional victims. He suggested crimes in places investigators hadn't yet connected. But he refused to reveal everything. Was it another attempt to maintain control? A final manipulation? Or was he protecting secrets that died with him? His silence left countless unanswered questions. Families waiting. Cold cases unresolved. Names never recovered. Sometimes, the most terrifying mystery isn't what we know. It's what we'll never know. M.O.R.T.E.M breakdown. Motive. Israel Keyes was not driven by a personal conflict with his victims. Investigators believe that he did not know them before their abductions. His crimes appear to have been motivated by thrill, domination, and the psychological power of deciding who would disappear. The score is high because the absence of a personal grievance did not reduce his intent. It made his victim selection broader and far less predictable. 9 out of 10. Operations. Keyes planned his crimes extensively. He traveled through multiple states, used indirect routes, rented vehicles, and buried caches containing weapons, money, and materials intended for future crimes. The FBI recovered 2 of those caches, while Keyes claimed that others remained hidden across the country. His operational discipline separated his identity, travel, and preparations from the places where he intended to offend. Preparation was not simply part of his method. It was the foundation of it. 10 out of 10. Reach. 3 victims have been publicly identified in connection with Keyes: Samantha Koenig and Bill and Lorraine Currier. However, the FBI believes that he may have been responsible for 11 homicides, based largely on information he provided during interviews. Investigators examined his movements across numerous states in an effort to connect him with unresolved disappearances. The score reflects the wide geographic scope of the investigation, while recognizing that many suspected crimes were never conclusively attributed to him. Out of 10. Terror impact. The Keyes investigation challenged one of the assumptions commonly used in serial murder cases: that repeated crimes will eventually reveal a recognizable pattern. His potential victims could be male or female and ranged from young adults to the elderly. Locations, travel routes, and methods could also change. The lasting terror of the case comes from that uncertainty, the possibility that an apparently unrelated disappearance could have been part of a much larger sequence. The fear extended beyond the identified victims to unresolved cases across the country. 9 out of 10. Execution style. Keyes deliberately tried to eliminate repetition. He traveled far from home, retrieved materials hidden long beforehand, and searched locations where he had no apparent connection to the people around him. His crimes were not committed without preparation. They were carefully designed to appear unrelated after they occurred. His execution style attempted to remove the behavioral and geographic links investigators normally use to connect serial offenses. 10 out of 10. Mindset. Keyes was organized, patient, and intensely controlling. That need for control continued after his arrest. He disclosed selected details, withheld others, and repeatedly limited what investigators could verify. The FBI described him as evasive and without remorse. Even his cooperation operated according to terms he attempted to dictate. His calculated detachment shaped his preparations, his crimes, and the incomplete account he left behind. 10 out of 10. Thank you for watching M.O.R.T.E.M. Subscribe for more factual crime documentaries examining the evidence, the psychology, and the pursuit of justice. Remember to stay aware and stay informed.